In Hex on X news, submitted by Android fanboys,
They like to rhyme, don't they?
Party of one.
a New York City employee used taxpayer money to put spells on her ex.
Oh no!
Who wouldn't? We know it's legit.
Obviously.
We know it's a
Why
science.
I want a receipt for my taxes. I
Yeah.
want an itemized receipt.
Yeah, where your taxes are going.
Yes.
And I hope it was an effective curse.
Yeah.
Because if it didn't work, it's like, man,
We want our money back.
What do you consider an effective curse?
that it actually happened.
All right, so this woman, she was now the former city human resources administration employee named Ileana. And so this is in New York,
Oh, New York.
New York City.
Was she Latina?
I'm assuming because her name's
Fuck!
Eliana Bauta.
Oh, god damn it.
Dominican or something?
Well, they believe in magic, right?
Yeah, we all do. Not magic, like Santeria and shit like that.
Then what's the difference of magic and Santeria?
They called it voodoo. I don't know.
Voodoo, oh.
When I think of magic, I think of like, ooh, quarter.
You think of Harry Potter? Oh.
Oh. That's cool magic.
You think of dad magic? I got a quarter out your ear.
That's
your
all
nose.
we really know.
Yeah.
We don't really know actual magic.
Or Las Vegas magic?
Las Vegas magic's legit.
Kind of dad magic. Dad magic-y. So what she was doing is that she would submit an emergency benefits request that would supposedly be received by someone who needed the financial support after an alleged disaster. But she ended up signing up her family members or herself to receive this money. And it totaled to more than $300,000 of HRA funds. I don't know how much exactly was spent on.
She bought a house and then spent the rest on a hex.
I know, right? Yeah, because I don't know exactly how much was used, but they do report that part of that money that she spent was her ex, like to put a spell on her ex.
Bet money on the wrong witch, because that's a lot of money, and I don't know how fucked up her ex is. Yeah.
What was the spell? Because it's gonna come back to her ×3, according to The Craft.
Oh, really?
How do you know about the craft?
The movie The Craft?
You ever watched The
movie.
Craft in the 90s? That movie?
You don't know the lame.
Keep up, Gio.
Yeah, you don't know the craft?
You know the fucking craft?
Yeah.
Who was in it?
Peter Dillwood.
Yep, that's what I thought.
I know Sabrina
Neve
the Teenage
Campbell.
Witch.
It was like in Neve Campbell's heyday.
Yeah,
where,
Nev Campbell was in it.
Okay, I saw it.
yeah, there you go.
Buffy
One
the
where
Vampire
like she
Slayer.
goes like this and she changes her hair color.
Yeah.
And then they do the light as a feather, dark as a board. And then it comes back by 3. Yeah.
I watched it, but I think I was high. I don't remember it.
They were badass.
Yeah, they were.
It was a good movie.
And then Wiccan culture got all popular after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when Charmed came out.
Yeah.
I was afraid of spirits, so I studied a little bit of that shit to make the spirits go away. And I scared
to
the
fight for
shit out of
good side.
myself. And that's how my insomnia started when I was 12 years old.
Wow.
Never
Yeah.
left.
So to this day, you're still kind of scared of spirits?
No, not anymore, because I've discovered science. But I went through my own witch hunt when I was like 11 or 12.
What'd you do?
I just started reading online because I was like, fuck, dude, if these spirits are gonna fucking get me, I gotta understand my enemy.
You're like, I gotta know their tricks so I can fight first.
Yeah, so I went on fucking the AOL front page and then the search engine and I said devil. And I wrote down, I was like, let me read what the fuck this devil Satan worship is. Let me read Wiccan, all that, the different spells.
Dang.
I would go into the AOL chat room for witches and shit and just
it all
read
out.
and study. And I'm all like, all right.
What did they say?
They're just talking about witch shit. And then I think mainly they're role playing, but I didn't get it. I thought they were real witches. Yeah, it was just some like, I don't know, like they're talking about some wizard magic
Did you
shit.
picture them?
But I also didn't read that well too. So I was 12 and like half of the shit I understood.
Oh.
And then like, yeah, and then I would just read and see all these demonic pictures. And then eventually I got scared to go to sleep at night.
Wow.
So then I scared myself to not sleeping because originally it all started because I was afraid of Bloody Mary because I played Bloody Mary with my
Oh,
friends.
so scared of Bloody Mary?
Yeah.
I would
So
tell
was
the
like,
bathroom
yeah.
right before I went in the bathroom.
Yeah, so I try to study that, and then like I try to read up on demons and monsters and all these things, and then I guess somewhere along I discovered drugs. Fast forward to being a part of the real world.
Yep.
That demons didn't scare me anymore because humans were way more scarier than demons.
Humans are the demons.
Yeah, and then
they get
now I'm
into
like,
humans.
I believe in science.
That's what
Science conquers all.
supposedly they want to take over your body. That's
Demons?
Yeah. That's why people get possessed and stuff. That's like
I think it's an excuse.
and then they're in a human body, and that's what humans are really scary.
I always wanted to get possessed.
No.
Why?
Feel what it's like.
But what about
Just have a friend inside of you.
possessed by a like nice ghost?
Didn't you ever see the Exorcist of Emily Rose?
Which one?
Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Not in our house. We don't watch
no,
that.
she wouldn't watch that stuff.
I watched a scary movie with you, and I did not watch it. I was on my phone the whole time because I'm gonna die.
Hereditary. We're
Yes.
watching Hereditary. Yeah.
Hereditary's no joke though.
I
think that's
watch it.
the last 15 minutes, masterful.
No, but in that movie though, they actually show like real footage of the actual exorcism.
Ooh, I want to watch it.
No.
How do I watch it by myself?
Yes.
Okay.
So what if? Okay, so like you know how there's like evil ghosts that come in and like fucking take. Yeah, right. What if there's good spirits that like the Holy Spirit or whatever, right? Like there's a good
The
spirit
Holy
that comes.
He just said the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, it's a good spirit. It's a Holy
The Holy
Spirit.
Spirit comes down.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know anything in history where there's like a good ghost or a good like Casper or whatever.
Ghost, the movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, ghost, right?
That's 'cause they cross over.
So I think as humans, we only recognize the negative, right? Like, oh, old grandma, she's possessed. That bitch is fucking doing 360s with her head and shit, right? But what if in society we had like good ghosts that came and possessed you, and then they did good shit, and then like they left your body? Like I don't know.
I
like,
wish.
Like what if it was like Mother Teresa and shit? She was like possessed by a good ghost.
Okay.
And then she did all that good work, and then instead of like saying she was possessed by something great, we just give the human credit.
So some people believe that angels can work through you.
Yeah.
So like an angel will work through a human and like help you at like a certain time where you needed it, and then later that human is like, I don't even know what came over me.
Yeah.
I just felt like I needed to walk over this direction, and there you were needing help.
Yep.
And so like there's stories like that. That could be
Yeah, because we're too negative. We're thinking about the fucking bitch that's throwing up in people's faces and doing like the owl head turns and shit, you know?
But I think they only do it the opposite. So like, you know, the demons, they find like the most innocent family that just moved in, so they possess them. I think the angels probably go straight into the hood and find like a group of gangsters, and then whenever they're about to do that robbery and there's that one gangster that has like a change of heart, that's the one that's possessed by an angel. And then now all the homies question him, and then now they beat him up or kill him.
Yeah. That sucks.
But then he gets to go to heaven.
He gets to go to heaven though.
I have one for you, Joe, where you said you're a man of science. The horror director John Carpenter, who released
Horror director?
Horror.
Yeah.
I heard horror.
For the Shining?
He did a lot of adult films too.
Was it Poltergeist?
That's a rude way of saying that.
You ever watched The Thing? The original one? So that's a really good one, but there's one called Prince of Darkness, for everyone listening, that deals with science, and it puts forth the idea, what if there was no good or evil? And then what if the tail of the devil actually was something beyond good and evil, and there just was, it came from some other dimension, and so there is no God, there are no angels.
What's
But it's
beyond good and evil?
absolute chaos.
Wow.
Yeah. It's but so that one
That's
it deals
not just evil?
It deals with a little bit, but there's no then balance. So you know, like how it's like, oh, if there's evil, there has to be good. It's just like it's chaos.
It's just whatever goes. It's
Oh, that stresses me out.
Would you watch this?
No.
chaos is just random and it's nature, right? So sometimes good comes from chaos because in order to have good, you need to have bad. You can't have good by itself. They're like, just for example, like in nature, right? Like you need to destroy a force for the new force to be born again. So that's the same thing with just humans and relationship, right? Like you need to feel death, or like you need to have a family member die to also experience someone being
That's
born.
the balance of good and bad. He's saying beyond that balance of good and bad, there's chaos.
It's like another dimension that there's no
right.
concept of morality because it's a human concept how we put things.
yeah.
This is good, this is bad. It's
Right.
like nah, it's all just
Because
evil.
ethics and morality is shaped through culture too, as well as like biology and what is gonna help the species survive and stuff like that.
So that's what this movie's about?
Prince of Darkness, 1987. It's a good one. Prince of Darkness.
1987?
Yeah, John Carpenter is a legendary horror director. Horror director.
I think
Yeah,
it's horror on
horror
purpose.
director.
Porn director, but you're just being mean about it. Like, he directs the horse.
He made some artistic erotic films.
In most cases of things that are spiritual or whatnot, right? Like that's been recorded and debunked. It's always been manipulators, like very intelligent magicians that's tricking people, all this stuff. And so whatever phenomenon exists, like you can pretty much use science to like figure it out.
Definitely.
Well, do you believe this? Because some people believe that spirits are just energy. We're all made up of energy, right?
Yeah.
Everything in the world is made up of energy. The universe is made up of energy. That spirits are just another form of energy that's on a different frequency. And then
Yeah,
sometimes,
it can happen,
people
but
can
if we
feel
can't,
that.
if we can't record it, then it's difficult to find it and believe it.
But some people are saying they have recorded it, like with those like
Those meters.
those like those meters, and then they have like audio recordings of when they can capture different frequencies.
I think it has to be
Yeah.
repeated over and over for it to be believable, right? Because it could be anything else. It could be like radio frequency, it could be white noise, it could be
Maybe our
whatever.
technology's not
Right, so
advanced enough.
that's why I'm not ruling it out because, with science, it's like, and the technology gets better, we can figure out phenomenons that we couldn't before.
Yeah.
Like before they thought, people were possessed, but they were just schizophrenic or whatever, right?
They
So-
thought that women having orgasms was them going into hysteria.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they used to draw out blood to cure illness and all this crazy shit.
Seizures are the crazy one where it's like you are not only possessed, it's like something is taking a hold of you. It's like it's actually just a cross signaling of the brain.
That's actually in the exorcism of Emily Rose when they were going in the courtroom. The therapist or counsel, I forget what it was. It was a long time
Personal
ago.
trainer, maybe?
No, she had prescribed drugs, and they were like, do these drugs cause seizures? Because the way that she was moving, maybe it could be ruled out as a seizure. And I don't even remember what happened, but that was part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember either.
It's so hard to say, but I always want to champion science. But I do believe. Okay, so here's the thing: spirituality and science is two separate things.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
But we
can't it be
should-
emerged?
That's what I'm
Because it doesn't work that way. Spirituality,
Has to.
it's based off of faith. So faith is just believing blindly. And science is based off evidence and facts, right? So it's difficult to merge the two because you can't argue with fate. Or you're not allowed to because it goes against it.
Or like kind of like that whole thing how you were saying the schizophrenic, how they thought they were possessed by devils. What if the devil is possessing and it causes schizophrenia? That's what I mean by
but we
merging.
have to find that the devil exists. So it's like it could be true, but it's like where is the devil that's pulling the strings?
Yeah, it's not saying it's not true. It's saying that we don't have any evidence yet proving that it's true.
Yep.
So it's not disproving it. What I would say is there's a guy, I'm blanking on his name, who was around in the 70s who was not only a magician, he wanted to disprove all.
James Randi.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had a challenge. It first started off as $1,000. Like
$1 million challenge.
right? If you could prove that you have telekinetic powers, any ability that's beyond the normal human ability, he would pay you that amount. And he had people come on, and there's the guy that said he can move like paper and objects.
Yeah.
He fucked all of them so hard.
So it's like, wouldn't you want to, if you were someone that had a sixth sense or something, like even a sixth sense, like you could read the card that you have on the table, it's like, wouldn't you want to win $1 million?
I'd do it. I'd be like, I got a superpower.
Yeah, he disproved thousands. I actually think in the modern era of, we're talking about before, so many people believing in flat earth and so forth, just proving showing a little science would be a good idea.